Today on Profs Huddle, the women's basketball team hosts the NJAC title game.
And with basketball coming to a close, spring sports kick off the season with action from women's lacrosse and softball teams. Let's get ready to huddle.
Header towards the net, it's in! Leary throws it down.
Welcome to another episode of Profs Huddle. I'm Jordan Coupe.
And I'm John Norris.
The 6th-seeded Rowan men's basketball team traveled to Stockton last Wednesday to take on the 2nd-seed Ospreys in the NJAC semifinals. Coming off of his season-high record of 24 points against Ramapo, Austin Carney hit multiple three-pointers this game. He stayed hot in the first with a strong finish inside to cut the Ospreys' lead to 2. Stockton would not budge as DJ Campbell knocked down the corner three, followed up by another deep three to extend their lead to 5 with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. On to the second half, the Profs trailing by 9 senior star Jerry Price with a tough finish to cut it to 7. Price was not done as he exploded in the second half, cutting the Rowan deficit to just 2 points, twice with strong drives to the bucket. With 12:30 to go in this game, Price gives the Profs the lead with a straightaway 3. Stockton was not done as Campbell was able to weave inside the Profs defense twice and make acrobatic shots as the game wound down. Stockton guard Caden Dawkins hit the dagger 3 with just over 3 minutes to play to extend the Osprey lead to 8. They never looked back, surging to a 96-82 victory. The loss broke the Profs' 6-game win streak, but the team should be proud as they won 7 of their final 9 games to finish with a 15-12 record and a playoff win after starting 8-10. Senior Jerry Price scored a career-high 28 points, and Austin Carney dropped 18 with 4 threes.
And high drama at Esby last Friday as the women's basketball team took on the Montclair State Redhawks for the NJAC title and a shot at the NCAA tournament. 2 minutes into the game, Kennedy Brown drives to the basket and finishes strong with the right hand to give Rowan the early lead. Later in the quarter, the swarming Profs D traps Montclair guard Karis McClellan in the corner as Nicole Mallard comes up with a steal and easy 2 inside. Mid-second quarter, with the Profs trailing by 11, Ayanna Johnson pulls out this ridiculous spin move to cut the Montclair lead to 9. Rowan would trail by as many as 12 in the third quarter, but entered the fourth quarter tied at 48 apiece as the Profs outscored their Redhawks 16-6 the rest of the way to become NJAC champions, punching their ticket into the NCAA tournament. As the final seconds ran off, the celebration began as these girls move on and keep making history. Looking ahead for the women's team, they cemented their spot in the NCAA Division III tournament with the win over Montclair. The Profs will take on 24-3 Merchant Marine Academy on March 6th in the first round of the tournament.
March is here, which means spring is right around the corner. Let's send it over to Sean Kelly to get a preview of our spring profs.
Thanks, Jordan. And while the weather may not show it, it's springtime at Rowan, so imagine a warm breeze and blooming flowers because we're previewing spring sports. Let's get ready to cradle because Rowan women's lacrosse, chosen second in the NJAC preseason polls, looks to improve from last year's 11-7 record. Junior Ashley Leschlater recorded 9 goals and 5 assists in her sophomore season and is going to be an important part of the Profs' success. Stocked with a plethora of hungry freshmen, the team looks to make an impact in the NJAC in 2020. The women's softball team is coming off a fantastic 2019 campaign where the Profs ended with a 33-15 record, with junior Jessie D. Domenico recording 34 runs and 60 hits. Their roster fields only 3 seniors as they look to take a young team to another successful season. They're not the only team breaking out the bats, because Rowan baseball is bursting into the 2020 season with NJAC All-Conference first team star Alex Kokos leading the way. With a deep roster boosting experienced juniors and seniors, they look to build on their previous 32-13 record.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sean. And I know it's very early in their season, having they only played 2 games, but what can we expect from this Rowan women's lacrosse team this season?
You can expect a lot, Jordan, because even though they are 1-1 and dropped a game to Catholic University, they're hungry and they're ready to go. They had a strong showing in their opener, being able to close out a game in the final minutes. And this team is young and they're looking to move up and they're looking to come in with a burst of energy this season. And I think you're going to see a lot of close wins, a couple runaways, and just tons of energy all around.
Awesome. Well, speaking of that lacrosse team, they opened up their season with a tight 12-11 win against Ursinus last Wednesday. Midfielder Shannon Sterner started off this game pushing past the defense for the first goal of the season. The Profs moved the ball around before attack Juliana Kosar assisted Sterner for her second goal of the day. Sterner got her hat trick at the end of the first, trying to tie the game 6-6 going into the second. With the score tied at 10, Ursinus attack Riley Morgan extends her reach over the Profs to give the Bears a 1-goal lead. The Profs wouldn't back down, however, as senior Abby Daigle pulled off crafty moves to tie it up at 11 with 6:33 to go. Junior attack Ashley Leschleiter sealed the deal with an impressive defensive effort as she steals and scoops up the ball for the turnaround game-winning goal. The Profs look to bounce back off of a loss to Catholic University as they take on Salisbury in their next game. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Profs Huddle. I'm Jordan Coupe.
And I'm John Norris. We'll see you next time when we get back in the huddle.